Hey, what's going on guys? It's Paper here with another Marvel Snap deck video for you. In this video, we're talking about another Cannonball deck. I know it's my third one in a row, but this card is my favorite card this month and he's just too fun. So this is a deck that was made originally by Mogwai. He's another content creator. He had a slightly different variation. I replaced one of the cards with Nebula because I think Nebula is a better card in that slot. But overall, the deck was just great for him and it worked out probably even better for me, I think. I had an over 80% win rate in over 30 games, and I had about an average of 1.6 cubes per game, which is actually insane for like top 10% of Infinite. It's a really, really strong deck. It catches your opponent off guard with many things like Man-Thing and Legion. Also, Cannonball is still not a card that people are really expecting. We can shut down Destroy with things like Armor, and this deck was just really strong. I really, really love playing this deck. I'm probably going to play it a bunch more to continue my climb in Infinite and try to hit top 1000 for the end of the season. This deck is really good, so if you play it, let me know in the comments below and let's get right into the deck breakdown. So the first set of cards that we'll talk about are the top end of our deck. These are going to be our 4 cards that are the most impactful for determining whether or not we're going to win the game. These are going to be Man-Thing, Legion, Cannonball, and Dr. Octopus. Now, we've already talked at length about Doc Ock and Cannonball in my last 2 videos, so if you want to know reasoning of why these cards are good together, you can check out one of my last 2 videos that includes both of those cards. So for now, we'll talk about Man-Thing. Man-Thing is a great card against the Thanos meta because they often stack more than 1 stone in each location. So you have a kind of your pick on where you want to play Man-Thing to create a positive situation for yourself. It's also great when there are things like Savage Land, Central Park. We also have Debris in this deck and Green Goblin. All of those things are going to get hit by Man-Thing, which is just amazing for us. We also have Luke Cage in this deck, so we don't suffer from the consequences nearly as much. And then we also have Legion. Legion's great against any deck that's running Magic. It basically just wins you the game against Magic because your opponent is always going to be playing for turn 7, and you can end the game early. We also win in games with stuff like Barth No Name or Negative Zone or any other negative location, where we can apply Negative Zone to all 3 locations and then play our own Luke Cage and not have to deal with the negative effects while our opponent does. Legion and Luke Cage was one of my favorite combos in the game previously before Luke Cage got nerfed. Luke Cage is now buffed back to his global effect, so it's a really, really strong effect and the combo lives once again. The next set of cards that we'll talk about are the junk cards or the location filling cards. These are going to be Titania, Debris, and Green Goblin. These 3 cards all add cards to your opponent's side of the board. With things like Thanos being very prevalent in the meta right now, locations are filling up faster than ever, really. And these cards can help accelerate that, creating positive situations for both your Cannonball and your Man-Thing. So all of these cards will be affected by Man-Thing in some way. And we can also clog our opponent's location with something like Titania, and then play a card on the last turn to bring Titania back to us without them being able to add anything there, creating a massive power swing just in that one location. These sets of cards are really good with Cannonball as well because Location Clog is very good with Cannonball. I know in my previous decks I haven't run much Location Clog, but this deck has really opened me up to running Debris and Green Goblin, whereas before I was going for more of a Professor X strategy. With War Machine, that Professor X strategy isn't as good right now, so I think these 3 cards in this deck work out perfectly. The next set of cards that we'll talk about are Ant-Man, Nebula, and Mojo. Now I chose these cards to talk about together because Ant-Man and Mojo work out great with filled locations, which we create on our opponent's side with things like Dr. Octopus, Debris, and Green Goblin, and Titania. And also with Ant-Man being good with having locations that are clogged on our side, he becomes a 1/5, which is amazing. We also have Nebula, who if your opponent's location is clogged, then Nebula is just going to get +2 power for free every single turn, which is awesome. We also have Nebula in here, who isn't a great card to play on the final turn. Mogwai's version of this deck was running Rocket Raccoon or Zero as a way to have another card to play on the final turn. But Nebula is more so our early game card. It's the card that we want to play on turn 1 every single time, and we pair it with Armor so that it's basically safe forever. The other cards are notably going to be better on the last turn of the game, whereas Nebula is a little bit better early on in the game. So that's it for most of the deck. The other two cards in this deck are Armor and Luke Cage, which we have talked about briefly in the other card discussions, with Luke Cage being good with Legion and Armor being good with our 1-cost cards. We're also good against Junk in that we can play Armor on the location that the Void from Sentry go in, or anything like the Hood. We also are good against Destroy with Armor. Armor is very, very good against Destroy because obviously she stops the Destroy effects. So that's also really strong and noteworthy because Destroy is climbing in the meta currently. So that's it for my breakdown of the deck. This deck worked out wonders for me. I was, like I said, over an 80% win rate in over 30 games. Massive cube rate. I climbed over 150 snap points with this deck. This deck was amazing and I can't wait to play more of it. If you'd like to see me play more of it live, I may be playing it on Twitch as you're watching this video. Check out my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/paper with 2 R's, where I stream on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7 p.m. Pacific time. And if live stream content isn't your vibe, totally get it. You can subscribe here on YouTube for more of my videos to get notified. And also, if you would like to be a part of our Discord community, I have the Discord link below for my Discord server for my YouTube and my live streams. So if you'd like to join that and get involved in the community, you can join in the link below. And with that, I will send you guys over to the gameplay now. The deck worked out really, really well. I have some variety of the games that I played in this deck as well, and a couple different win conditions as well. So you'll get to see kind of the full breadth of the deck. I just want to thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate all the support here on YouTube. And as always, good luck snapping. Okay, we only need to play this deck a little bit more. I don't know. What's that clip from? From Falcon and Winter Soldier. Plug my phone in. I definitely want to snap this turn, for sure. It's Doc Ock right, and then Cannonball win another location. Yeah, thanks for the follow, man. Damn. Don't play the feeding source on the right. Thank you. Perfect. I wonder if he just plays Destroyer. If it's Destroyer left, we win. Or if it's Destroyer middle, we win. One cost can't be played on the left there. He could still play Torch mid, Doctor Strange left, and it would pull the Torch. But it doesn't help him win middle. We're helping him win middle with Cannonball. That's fine.
Victory.
Pretty solid win there. Armor Mojo World. I mean, there's no reason. I'm just not a fan. Did they do this, I guess?
Wind, aid my hand.
Opponent snapped.
Mojo is my exposure to Mojo is from the X-Men cartoon, the original like 90s or 80s cartoon. He's like the ruler of Mojo World, which is just like a TV. It's like basically it's this weird like TV channel that he owns and operates, but it's like I don't know. We're just gonna play this man thing here and then just Legion the bar. It's like Fox News. No, it's more like just like he enslaves people and then makes them do stuff on TV.
Get out of here. Wrong place, buddy.
Yeah, escalated reality show. So he captures some X-Men and makes them fight in like an arena thing. Why the Nebula? In case he, I don't know. in case he for some reason changes bar with no name.
Wind, aid my
Oh, that's weird.
hand.
I mean, the nebula doesn't really do anything besides tie vision.
Victory.
Wind, aid my hand.
Global Luke Cage saves the day. Unless he plays something to go into flooded, but he can't. Cannonball's bad here. Aha, I didn't expect that.
Victory.
Cannonball's bad here because Cannonball pushes the card to the right. I guess. No, Cannonball pushes Green Goblin. Oh yeah, no, you're right. You're right. It's actually crazy play. Right lane. Armor, Green Goblin. So probably play Call Obsidian left. Maybe I shouldn't have played this armor here.
Opponent snapped.
I mean, we just play Man-Thing over there. And then as long as we get Luke Cage, we should beat a Call Obsidian left. Oh, even better. Even better. We're doing this just because he could play something like he could play something like a Blue Marvel if we don't play Man-Thing there, so. We play Doc Ock here because he either fills up this location right now and loses it. We just want to prevent Cannonball from dying to Goliath. The Space Stone's a thing, yeah. But the Space Stone doesn't do anything for him. If he moves something with Space Stone, then our Doc Ock stays for free, and then we Cannonball the Call Obsidian. We also could move to a Magneto. I guess potentially. Three cards in hand. We pull the Shang-Chi. Thanos. Okay. 20 power Thanos. Insane. It's crazy that it just dies to Cannonball. Now, if he played Arrow, he'd beat us. Oh wait, Nowhere is on the board, so Arrow and Magneto can't even happen. Thinking more about whether to play Man-Thing like he did. Oh yeah, yeah.